So we get this gentleman to the back of the plane. At this point, his pulse is very thready. He's agonal breathing. Agonal breathing is where you're just basically gasping for air. It's bad. A flight attendant brings over an AED. Awesome. So we get the AED on this guy. I can see his heart slow. And being an ICU nurse with a cardiac background, I knew that's bad. I knew it was bad. I knew it was getting bad. In the AED, there is another surgical nurse who was on the flight that was with us. And the flight attendants, they brought out this like oxygen mask. And I'm like, definitely let's do that. I have like an ambu bag, which is like the squishy thing that you see. Since he wasn't breathing effectively, correctly, or properly, the best thing to do is to help assist those breaths. So he still had a pulse at this time, but he wasn't breathing. So part of the CPR ACLS protocol is to start breaths. So we're doing this ambu bag, pulses, trying to figure out what in the heck we can do. And fairly quickly we lose pulse entirely. We can't get a blood pressure. That's bad. So jump on the chest and we're doing CPR, and this nurse and I are switching between each other doing compressions and breaths. Thank God there was another nurse on board. So we're doing this for a while, and the flight attendant comes up and is like, should we land? We should have landed 15 minutes ago. Yes, we should land. So we get rerouted to Kansas City. So we're headed that way, but it's still going to be like, I don't know, 15 or 20 minutes. It felt like 4 hours. So we're doing CPR. And then eventually one of the flight attendants comes and has this bag of drugs, of code drugs, emergency medical equipment that would have been very, very helpful to know about prior to beginning CPR. Because at this point, attempting to get an IV is damn near impossible. I'm great at IVs. Surgery nurses are great at IVs. We could not get an IV on this guy. We're trying everything. I can't get an IV. It's just not an ideal situation. So we continue this cycle. We're going to have to go to part 3. Again, this one's already too long.